Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful. Is Diamond's disappearance from Hope's event a real theft or a publicity stunt? By Heather Hughes on comments, post a comment. Related, television, spoilers, soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful 16. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Is Diamond's disappearance from Hope's event a real theft or a publicity stunt? According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill Spencer wants to use the Hope for the Future diamond to stick it to the Forester. Although Wyatt Spencer will not disclose how he obtained the gem, it appears that he has at last found the real thing. Hope Logan Spencer's first Logan collection will soon be available. By taking advantage of the Hope for the Future diamond, Bill hopes to create even more of an impact. Naturally, this raises the possibility of incorporating some B&B history into the plot. Is the Hope for the Future diamond going to disappear soon? Wyatt pulled off a trick more than 10 years ago in which he stole the diamond and planted it on some would-be robbers. As a result, Wyatt was able to play the hero, retrieve the diamond, and create a great deal of publicity for Hope for the Future. Given that Wyatt also has a replica, it's plausible that Bill may pull off another such stunt. It's simple to see the potential for difficulty when two diamonds, one real and one fake, are involved. If the Hope for the Future diamond disappears at Hope's major event, mayhem might break out, but will it be a real theft or merely a ruse to drive sales? If this turns out to be a botched publicity hoax, it might even be a little bit of both. Before discovering that a genuine thief has escaped with the real gem, Bill may set up the fake gem to be stolen. If an enigmatic figure conducts a switcheroo and leaves the Spencer with the significantly less costly duplicate, panic can ensue. If this turns out to be one of Bill's nasty tricks after all, the Forester may be held accountable or even set up. Even though Will Spencer wouldn't agree, Bill always gets what he wants. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, the Hope for the Future diamond will undoubtedly cause issues, so keep an eye out for any startling revelations. Remember to make CDL your go-to B&B resource for all the most recent Bold and the Beautiful news and spoilers. What Bold and Beautiful Sheila does next. To the surprise and dismay of her estranged husband, Deacon, and his girlfriend, Taylor, Sheila returned to Bold and Beautiful last week, and we haven't seen her since. Everyone is wondering, what's next for Sheila, or, more precisely, what will Sheila do next? It might not be what you anticipated, as it turns out. Sheila did attempt to blackmail Taylor, which is accurate, but she hasn't harmed her or attempted to kill her for stealing her guy. Sheila put her cards on the table after storming into Tay's office and frightening the living daylights out of the canoodling couple. Either Taylor persuades Steffi and Finn to give her a chance, or she refuses to sign the divorce papers and release Deacon. For Sheila, the proposal is a win-win situation. Sheila will be overjoyed if Taylor pulls off the seemingly impossible feat of persuading Shin to allow Finn's birth mother TM to enter. Sheila clings to the spouse she never wanted to let go of in the first place if Taylor fails, since this would practically need a miracle or for Steffi to get a lobotomy. Having said that, Bold and Beautiful is a soap opera, so something has to change. Although we don't know exactly what occurs, Brown's preview, there's some really good stuff coming up for Sheila, left us scratching our heads and straining our brains to figure it out. There will be a lot of humor, romance, and drama in it. We apologize, but what? A lot of humor, for Sheila? Her one-liners about her missing toes are the closest we've ever been to that. Bill may use B&B's Hope for the Future diamond as his most lethal weapon to date. The fashion world is going to be blown away by Hope's collection launch at Logan. Bill expects the publicity surrounding the revelation to result into cash. Even though her name has prestige and weight, he is aware that the business needs something to elevate her. The renowned Eric Forrester came up with Logan's opening statement. The youth-focused partnership between Hope and Deke won't be as prestigious. But the Hope for the Future diamond is Bill's secret weapon to make it famous. Years ago, the famous diamond vanished inexplicably. To get it, he contacted his son Wyatt. Wyatt has now come through. Bill is on track with his plan to use a jewel they'd made famous to gut-punch the Forester. When Wyatt initially began working with Hope, he took the diamond to Forrester Creations. It was his method of courting her during a difficult period in her relationship with Liam. However, he wasn't the only one who helped Forrester get the diamond. Quinn, his mother, made sure he would obtain it by whatever means necessary. Even if it meant going overboard, she encouraged him to pursue his passion. Ricardo Montemayor was the diamond's initial owner. He lent Hope and Wyatt the jewel, but when he passed away unexpectedly, the agreement became permanent. In an odd turn of events, he gave Wyatt the diamond, claiming that he had no close relatives or acquaintances to inherit it. Questions, concerns, and red flags were raised by the circumstances surrounding Montemayor's death. Quinn was even the subject of an investigation. However, it didn't move. Deacon, on the other hand, was intrigued in his own way and saw Quinn's gun's business end. Despite her sudden turn to violence, she maintained that she had nothing to do with Montemayor's death. Quinn was prone to making snap judgments at this period on B&B. They were often preoccupied with Wyatt and her intense desire to make him happy. The diamond represented his future with Hope to her, and she would stop at nothing to ensure her son received what he desired. That time in their life went smoothly once the investigation was over and Deacon didn't seem to be pursuing the matter. The hope for the future diamond was ultimately lost by the Forrester. It was a part of Wyatt and Hope's romantic relationship and vanished from the narrative when their love ended naturally. Bill doesn't appear to be aware of the jewel's tragic past. He might not care if it turns out, but Katie and Hope probably will. The Forrester might be in a strong position to strike back as well. Electra's fascination with the HFTF diamond is an intriguing aspect of this plot. She told Dylan that even before she started working as a jeweler, she had an obsession with the gem. Additionally, Electra has stated that she would like to collaborate with Quinn. It's possible that she is unaware of the renowned jeweler's darker tendencies. That does not, however, imply that she is unaware of the legend surrounding the diamond and the unexplained demise of its previous owner. He was poisoned to death. The jewel's comeback might revive discussions about that past. Since Dylan works at Deacon's bar and Deacon is well established in Los Angeles, he has plenty of opportunity to reveal something to her best friend. The Forrester might tarnish the diamond's existence at Logan if that occurs and Electra begins to piece together the history. The press made fun of them for firing Eric. They might now be the ones to humiliate the Spencer for flaunting a diamond with a violent past as if it were a cause for celebration. The Forrester would effectively harm Logan and Hope's reputations by doing this. Bill is adamant about holding his competitors accountable for harming his Katie. It's a two-edged sword, but his acquisition of the diamond is intended to degrade them. It has the capacity to both strengthen and weaken the Hope-Logan collection in a variety of ways. The issue with keeping everyone's secrets is being discovered by B&B's Will finds his new position at Logan more challenging than he anticipated. He found out on the first day that Hope had moved to Logan, Katie's fashion firm, from Forrester Creations. Will finds it hard to remain silent after Hope's startling choice to turn on Logan and her following anxiety over telling Brooke. Electra has been pleading with him to reveal Logan's new designer. However, he declined. He made a vow to his family that he wouldn't tell anyone, not even his girlfriend. Electra and Will recently reconciled. The last thing he wants is for their relationship to deteriorate due to the accumulation of these secrets. Will discovered on Tuesday's episode that Shauna is Logan's new jewelry designer, which presents Electra with fierce competition. Will is purposefully keeping Electra in the dark about all of Logan's secrets. However, this deception might be a ticking time bomb for Will and Electra's relationship as Logan proceeds with Hope's new collection and Eric's Forrester couture line draws near. The truth will undoubtedly surface soon. Will is now embroiled in the conflict between Logan and Forrester. He is caught between Bill, Electra, and Katie. Will had already assured Electra that there would be no more secrets between them, but by taking on Logan's many secrets, he had already broken that pledge. He is unable to avoid being surrounded by them. Will actively attempted to flee the crossfire of family disputes and business greed. The repercussions from the most recent fashion battles guarantees that Will's personal life is the ultimate collateral damage, even though he wants to carve out his own path away from his father. Will is incredibly devoted to Elektra and wants nothing more than to keep her safe. But he was compelled to deliberately deceive the woman he loves since he knew that Hope had defected to the opposing Logan. Hope hides, Brooke is duped, and Zend gets a big promotion. I hope Logan Spencer is hiding from Logan. Brooke is still making demands of Katie Logan Spencer in the meanwhile. Hope visits the design workplace and presses Deke sharp to reveal that he is the new designer. Deke staggers into the workplace. The secret is out, according to Katie. The fact that Deke is their designer is intriguing, according to Brooke. She goes on to say that Katie continues to take advantage of FC. After wishing Deke luck, Brooke leaves. Hope returns after Brooke leaves. Katie says it's showtime tomorrow, but Deke wishes he had more time to work on the collection. Carter Walton discusses Logan's announcement at Forrester Creations. Eric Forrester is confident that Logan's hype will be crushed by his couture collection. Carter is told that Brooke went to face Katie. They should all concentrate on their own launch, according to Steffi Forrester Finnegan. Zend is eager to return to HFTF. His gift has never been questioned by them. They ask Zend to be the chief designer since Thomas Forrester is in Paris, according to Ridge Forrester. Zend finds this unbelievable. The prospect of collaborating with Hope once more excites Zend. When Brooke comes back, she describes what transpired at Logan. They're hoping Logan is delaying their collection drop. It doesn't matter, according to Brooke. They have nothing to worry about because Logan hired Deke. Whoa, what a jerk. Everyone is perplexed. Katie must be desperate, according to Steffi. Hope won't get Katie very far, according to Brooke. The conflict between Brooke and her sister is something she detests. They don't need to worry, at least. Ridge claims that although it was an inexpensive move, it won't matter in the long term. They emphasize the good. Ridge says he will stop at nothing to ensure Brooke and Hope are happy. Why am I listening to that Meatloaf song? Brooke contacts her daughter after Ridge leaves. Hope puts her on speaker. Brooke asks Hope, with Katie by her side, why she never brought up Deke at Logan. Hope is presumably relishing the remainder of her break, according to Brooke. She wants her to go to the fashion show. Katie gives Hope a hug after Brooke hangs up. Everything will be public knowledge tomorrow. There is no going back now, even though Brooke will be upset. Sheila saves lives by following Finn and Steffi to Monaco. Sheila is practical and has expressed her want to stay friends with Deacon if she is unable to have him romantically. Even for Sheila, we believe that's a lot to expect. We don't envisage a future where Sheila is content to eat hamburgers and fries with her ex and Taylor Hayes, his new boyfriend. Before signing the divorce papers, Sheila prepared a list of demands for Deacon. This includes spending 2 days a month with her grandson Hayes Finnegan and estranged son John Finn Finnegan. This would require Steffi Forrester Finnegan's consent, which is a difficult request. Sheila left them for dead after shooting Shin, after all. Would you want your young son to see this woman? We believe Sheila could push for more and more time if Steffi somehow consents to monitored visits. We do know that Sheila arrives in Monaco concurrently with Finn and Steffi. Behind-the-scenes information from B&B suggests that Steffi loses it on Sheila on the beach. Will Finn have to mediate a fight between Sheila and Steffi? Given the hostility involved, that appears to be a real possibility. However, since this is a soap opera, it wouldn't be out of the question to assume that Sheila, who owes Steffi a huge debt, somehow saves her life. We will see Brooke Logan Forrester and Ridge Forrester in Monaco, along with Finn, Steffi, and Sheila.